welcome to The Break, your news and weather in under 5 minutes. I'm Cooper Van Driesch.
And I'm Makari Ritchie.
We start off our newscast today with one of the biggest stories of the past week. President Joe Biden has announced that he will be canceling all student loan debt for a subset of Americans. He will be keeping a pandemic-era pause on repayments. Biden said, in quote, that he will be keeping his campaign promise and will be giving working and middle-class families breathing room when it comes to loan payments, starting in January 2023. Pell Grant recipients can qualify for $20,000 in debt forgiveness, while those who aren't grant recipients can have loans forgiven for up to $10,000. Both forgiveness options are for people who earn less than $125,000 per year or $250,000 as a household. This is still a developing story, so stay with SBS-TV and all social media sites as we bring you the latest and all breaking news.
A federal jury convicted 2 men in the plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. The prosecution argued that Adam Fox was the ringleader in a plot to kidnap the Democratic governor at her home in 2020, while Barry Croft intended to detonate explosives during the kidnapping. Both men were also convicted of conspiracy to detonate weapons of mass destruction. During the trial, the prosecution maintained that the men wanted to set off a second Civil War or American Revolution, while the defense accused the FBI of entrapment through the use of undercover officers and informants. Neither man testified in his own defense. A federal judge previously declared a mistrial earlier this year in the men's first trial when the former jury failed to reach a unanimous verdict. Both men faced a maximum life sentence for the kidnapping conspiracy conviction. After the conviction, Special Agent David Porter of the FBI Detroit Field Office said anti-government views do not justify violence, stating, "You can criticize your government, you can protest, you can vote your elected officials out of office, but violence is never the answer."
In local news, 2 teens have been arrested for the murder of a St. Joseph County corrections officer. 17-year-old Braxton Bird and his 14-year-old brother allegedly shot 28-year-old Rema Harrison in a drive-by shooting. The shooting took place at a Mishawaka home in the 1900 block of the Milburn Boulevard when the car pulled into a back alley and opened fire into a backyard. Several people, including 2 children, were at the home when the shooting happened. Bird has been charged with 1 count of murder, additional counts of attempted murder, and criminal recklessness. His 14-year-old brother has been detained to a juvenile facility but could be charged as an adult.
The 11th Annual Indiana Latino Education Summit and College and Career Fair will be held across the state in several locations, including South Bend. The event will help with college and career planning, including financial aid application assistance. There will be booths from local colleges and businesses to explore, as well as guest speakers and workshops. It will be held at the Century Center September 1st from 8:30 to 2 p.m. This event is geared towards Latino high school students.
Looks like we have a perfect late summer weekend in store.
Yes, August can be the hottest time of the year, but this weekend is looking good. Malin Pascal is standing by in the Weather Center with our weekend forecast.
Thanks, guys. You couldn't ask for a better forecast as you head out to the football games or hang out the house this weekend. Today will be mostly sunny with a few clouds and a high of 82. Tonight we dip down to 62 for a low, but that won't happen until the early morning hours. Saturday and Sunday, we can expect to see more of the same with mostly sunny skies and a slight cloud over. Highs in the mid-80s with lows of 60s. Our first chance for rain won't come until Monday, and even then it will only be a 30% chance. Cooper and Makari, back to you.
Thanks, Malin. It's been an eventful summer for local sports. Let's start at Notre Dame. Back in June, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish baseball team took down the #1 ranked Tennessee Volunteers in Knoxville to advance to the Men's College World Series for the first time since 2002. In the opening game, the Irish beat Texas, but were unable to match that early surge and go on to fall to both Oklahoma and Texas A&M. At the conclusion of the season, head coach Link Jarrett parted ways from the program to become the head coach at his alma mater, Florida State. VCU head coach Sean Stifler was announced as Jarrett's replacement in July and has retained key strength on the Irish roster. On the high school side of things, Friday night football kicked off for the first time last week, and all 4 South Bend schools took the field. And at Washington, Adams, and Riley, they all did it with brand new head coaches. Although Adams, Clay, and Washington all took tough opening losses, Riley was the one victor of the weekend, beating Gary West 18-14 in a rain-delayed game. All 4 teams will be back on the field tonight, and you can find out more information on your team at their athletic website.
Last Saturday, South Bend held their 19th annual Art Beat with over 500 local artists showcasing visual performing and culinary arts. Fortunately, the rain held off and large crowds turned out for the day. Fernando Sanchez checked out the displays and entertainment and will bring us the full story on next week's edition of Buzz in the Bin.
That about wraps it up for the break. Be sure to check us out online on sbstvradio.org. I'm Cooper Van Driesche.
And I'm Makari Ritchie. Have a great weekend.